What a pleasure it is to be recognising you, our very valued volunteers. The contributions you make to our elders and clients are immeasurable, whether it be running errands, in the library for reading groups, in the cinema club, sitting on one of our committees or the board, or just generally spreading cheer throughout our homes. We thank you.
I'd like to start by thanking each and every one of our amazing volunteers for the valuable contribution that you've made over the last 12 months, an unprecedented last 12 months. Jewish Care is an organisation of volunteers. Nearly all of our services have been initiated through voluntary action. The small group of individuals who met at the Rainbow Tavern in Swanston Street in 1848 to establish the Melbourne Jewish Philanthropic Society were volunteers some 173 years ago. And those who founded the Australian Jewish Welfare Society in 1936 and personally greeted post-war refugees on the docks of Melbourne, they also were volunteers. So what do our volunteers do? The question really should be, what don't they do? Friendly visiting in the community and elders in their homes, tutoring, entertainment, sing-alongs, concerts, music recitals, providing administrative support, translating, mentoring, providing transport, recording the stories of our youthful elders, supporting cultural and spiritual activities, facilitating discussion groups, playing cards, giving lectures, committee work, fundraising, serving as ambassadors of Jewish Care, providing pro bono services where expertise is needed, and of course, participating in governance across this organisation. Having led Jewish Care for nearly 12 years, I've had the privilege to learn much about Jewish traditions and festivals. And one of the things that have struck me has been the universal messages inherent in many of the Jewish teachings. This connection with religion, culture and community is reflected in the diverse group of people that we call our volunteers here at Jewish Care.
As part of my role, I manage our 2 youth mentoring programs, Young Achievers and Youth Aspire, and I get to see firsthand every day the impact that our volunteer mentors make for these young people. Their patience, kindness, dedication and resourcefulness in supporting the mentees is nothing short of extraordinary. These 2 programs quite literally could not run without the support of these incredible volunteers.
I'm grateful to work alongside each and every one of you every day. You have taught me so much, and because of you, we can do our work in supporting the Jewish community.
I just found chatting good, better. I didn't need anything in particular done with the computer, and he occasionally brings me a meal, which is nice. It's conversation, it's different conversation, it comes from elsewhere. You know, it's not confined to in here.
Такое удовлетворение. И я ему очень-очень за это благодарна, потому что он несколько раз приходил, она нам всегда подсказывает, и, в общем, я думаю, что я выражу мнение всех наших здесь, на нашей этаже.
I personally love Jewish songs along, which brings a lot of happiness and enjoyment for many elders. There's volunteers, some are coming to entertain us, and it's the best place for me, the best place.
I would like to thank the volunteer that engaged with us via Zoom during the last year, for which I was very grateful with sing-along, discussion and connects. I look forward to continue visits on a weekly basis.
I find our volunteers very pleasant and helpful. I am so grateful that they are once again back with us. I also very much enjoy the live concerts we are given by our lovely volunteers. They are all very talented. It gives me motivation because I know that I have something to look forward to, that there is something for me still that could involve me, you know, that it's not just an empty day for me, that there is something that I can still participate in.
And I was very pleased when my volunteer, Rachel, arrived the week after Pesach to resume our Scrabble games. I didn't expect her to come back so soon, but was happy when she did. I enjoy the Scrabble games with her, feel that I'm learning something, and hope she continues to visit and have our game time.
They're all very kindly ladies, and they help graciously. And also they run the cinema, which is very, very important because we can't get out very much. Hannah, who comes on a Friday morning, she plays Scrabble with me. I usually win, but she does play. And we try and have a Scrabble game 2 or 3 times a week, but the volunteers are not always able to come. But when they do, they make their presence felt. I really have a good game with them.
The significant contribution made by volunteers raises a question that we can't answer. What would we do if we didn't have so many people willing to give their time and skills to help Jewish Care? We can only begin to wonder how many of the things that we take for granted each and every day that we could not continue with without volunteer support. Your service to our community embodies our organisational values of social responsibility, respect, inclusion, and of course, community. At the end of the day, that is what Jewish Care is all about.
On behalf of myself, my colleagues and our mentees, I want to say a huge and most sincere thank you to you for your hard work. We appreciate it more than you could possibly know.
And you enrich the people's lives whom we support. Thank you.
So during this very important National Volunteer Week, from all at Jewish Care, thank you.
Thank you for all that you do at Jewish Care, enriching people's lives.
Thank you to all the volunteers. Thank you.
To Rachel especially, but to all the volunteers that come and help to brighten up our days.
They find the time and spend with us and do their duty. I mean, it's not their duty actually, but they do want to do it. Thank you, volunteers. You are doing a wonderful job and you make me proud of you.
I thank the volunteers a lot.
Thank you very much to the volunteer and everybody who looks after us.
Спасибо тем, которые все это организовали. Всем большое спасибо. Всем.
One thing that they do is always be kind and cheerful, and that's greatly appreciated here. They look after us, and their volunteering is on an ad hoc basis, and they always seem to be here bright and cheerful, even if it's only to get us a cup of coffee. Thank you.